Howdy. How's it going? It's Sunday, 3:06 p.m. I am starting late today on my recording because it's Sunday. It's a lazy day. I woke up kind of late. Was going to do some mini golf, I thought, around noon. So I didn't really do anything until noon. But then my buddy was like, nah, later. So hopefully that happens later. So instead I did some streaming. My favorite thing pretty much ever is a flight sim. So I used my flight controls, 3 hours. So I would call that a successful stream. I had at least at some point more than 2 viewers at the same time, because when I was done I looked at the bar graph real quick. I'm not gonna say I looked at the analytics because I didn't really do anything like a deep dive or anything, but I looked at the bar graph. It said 7 views. Tonight I need to get something. Well, hold on. First of all, I need to pull out some meat. I have a couple options. Boneless pork strips. I think this is kind of like going to cook down to be kind of like you would get at like the Asian food place, like the sweet, sticky kind of pork pieces. So I'm kind of thinking that's what I'm going to go with tonight, because that sounds really good. Although I didn't buy any rice, and I meant to buy rice. I do have some side options down there, none of which are rice. The other option, which is going to need a serious thaw, were these steaks. Well, here's what I'm going to do. These are brick hard still. Like, this fridge is great, but it's like, if it's already frozen, it's going to stay real cold. This is at least pliable, so I'm going to pull both of those out to thaw. And then I guess if I go with the pork ribs, I'll probably have the roasted sea salt and black pepper potatoes, because they came out pretty good. They were actually pretty good. But I also have sweet potato mash and I believe mac and cheese, I think. But yeah, so I think that's the plan for tonight. It is currently, like I said, 3 p.m. It's pretty mild today. Oh, did I don't think I marked. Join me for the beloved marking of the hash. Day 2. I'm not really sure what to do with myself today. I'm just kind of waiting around for the old landmarks of like dinner and maybe hanging out with my buddy in VR later. I guess I could snuggle with the pup, watch a movie or something, but then I'm just gonna end up like taking a nap. I don't really have any domestic duties. I do have some laundry that's piling up a little bit, but I could still technically let that go for another like couple days, so I'm probably gonna let that go for a couple of days. Yep. I mean, this is technically part of the life of, I guess, well, in general, just living alone and being a bachelor, but also living in a camper RV. It's just, sometimes it's just not, you're just chilling. I could hang up more pins, but I need to get more adhesive Velcro-y bits before I can tackle that. Yeah, I mean, technically, I guess I could run to the store and waste a bunch of gas to go grab some adhesive 3M or whatever command Velcro things, and then I could come back and hang up some pins or whatever, but I don't really have to go out today for anything that I can think of, so not really gonna. I do have these pieces of string art, which I have yet to unbubble from my move out of my house. They're from an artist and friend of mine, Matt Duncan. They're small, they're very light. This one's obviously the largest one. They're light and possibly easy to hang, and I would show you what they look like, but I'm hesitant to unbubble them now if I'm not ready to commit to hanging them up, just because they're fragile. They're string art, so it's like a board of wood or in a shape with like nails that go all the way around the perimeter, and then there are nails also throughout the design, and then he just takes string and fucking works his magic. He's able to do portraits in string. You've probably seen versions of this already online. Well, yeah, he can do that. I just don't know exactly how to get them up. Other than that, which I'm not, again, totally dead set on doing, I don't really have much to do. I don't want to just sit here and eat. I'm not necessarily hungry, but I could eat, right? So it's like, I don't really want to snack, because then by the time dinner comes, I'll just be like, not all that hungry. Oh, for the subscriber, I think his name was Soda Sommelier. Yeah, the comment about veggies. So okay, that's pasta too. But I got cream spinach. I got a medley, an entire medley of onions and peppers. And then whatever this is, oh, some kind of corn thing. Southwestern corn stuff. So yeah, man, I don't want to hear any gripes about my veggie consumption. All right, fight me. Hello, good morning. How's it going? It is 11:12 on Monday, the 27th of January, 2025. Yeah, I'm in the middle of an edit. Things are going well on that end of things. Some interesting stories I can tell you today, so that'll be fun. I will have a story time about when I went to the Y, when I went swimming. There's a story time there. I don't know. This is going to be a mail time. Today's a mail day. Could be very exciting mail day. I'm just about to get ready right now. I essentially just started the edit this morning. I'm only maybe like within the first like 10 minutes of the actual like cut. So still plenty of clips that I haven't even added to the timeline yet. You may notice that the audio is a little different, and it's because I'm wearing a lav mic. I got some lav mics. So hopefully this isn't too rustly. I went into the settings of the lav mic and I turned them way down so they're not as sensitive. I have mail that I'm sending out today, a box to my friend. I do have a shopping list actually. On my list today, I need to get canned and dry dog food, water for me to drink, and gallons. I should specify because I think I'm on my last gallon. I need to get a box of like screws because I have some string art that I am like dying to get up on the walls here. I'm only here for another, I'm here through February, through March, and then I'm out. Yeah, I'm here for another couple months. So I think I still have a little bit of time where I can maybe sink in some screws into this wall gently that will hang, because the string art's very light. We'll have no problem hanging, and then when I move, I'm gonna have to take it off the wall. There's a couple things. My pin boards are gonna have to come off the walls when I'm about to move. There's a lot of things that'll have to shift into, okay, we're about to go. But I got time. So I need to get some screws, and I need to get more Command Velcro strips. I think that's the whole gist of the list. Grab my keys. I got my wallet. I've been doing a lot of time-lapse driving, and it is fun. It is a cool feature, I guess, in a video. It's a quick and easy time-lapse type thing, hyperlapse, whatever you want to call it, thing to do. I don't know if I'm gonna record the drive every single time. I'm gonna go to the post office. I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna get my stuff. We'll see how much I film. But then when I get back, it's story time for sure. At least the one thing I thought I had two, but I have at least one good story about the Y, and then mail. Both of those will end up in this video. I say that a bunch and then it never does. So we'll see. All right, and I'm back home again. Whew. I have a little bit of unpacking and decompressing to do before I can get to the epic mail day, because it is and was indeed an epic mail day. I got to put the dog food away, and I also need to put all this stuff away. Hello, good afternoon. It is 4:20, so I spent a couple hours here just kind of hanging out, decompressing from running around town today. Apparently there was an earthquake that happened up in Maine near like the area somewhere just off the coast of Maine or something like that. But I was out and about running around in the car. I didn't really feel anything, unfortunately, but that's pretty crazy. There we go. All right. Excuse me. This first package is from a pin friend on Facebook by the name of Anthony. He got really sick, unfortunately, right around the time that we had finished our deal, and so shipping took a little time, but totally understandable because I also was sick at that same time. I had purchased a fun Festy shirt. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but it's Hunter S. Thompson being all weird and tripped out. Yeah, sweet. Thank you, Anthony. Excited to be able to wear that. So then I think what we'll do is we will now just move on in and I'll show you the art prints that I got from my friend Kodama. My buddy here lives out west. He is an artist and has done some work recently with a band called, I don't know if I'm going to be pronouncing this right or not, Le Special and Le Special, perhaps. Yeah, he did some posters for him during one of their more recent festivals that they did. So, being one who likes to support small-time artists and also my friends, and especially when it's a combination of both, I hopped on board when he was selling them. It was like after the festival, but he had finally gotten his own prints made so that he could sell them himself. So we will open up our portfolio, get ourselves to blank page. There we go. Okay. Ooh, we got some fun slaps. Arcane Cluster. That is the name of his group. That's the name of his group on Facebook, Arcane Cluster. Go ahead and check it out. He does some really great art. Illustrations he's done, paintings, drawings. Let me get this into my portfolio here before I try to get images of it. Of course, I feel a little weird now having a poster of a band that I'm not really familiar with, so I think I'm going to have to take some time to get familiar with it. But there we go. Yeah, La Special. Odd Times Tour 2024. Sweet foil print. It's got the tour dates down here. Super clean. Fantastic illustration. Heck yeah. Someday I'll go through my portfolio, but today is not that day. So that was one piece of art that I got to add to my collection, and I have more. This package is from a newer friend of mine, somewhat new acquaintance. Then it turns out that she works for a UPS store in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I won't show the back. It does say her artist signature on it, which is surprisingly legible for an artist signature. And it says fall 2024. That's fun. Ooh, okay. Oh, nice mixed media. I dig it. Oh, I want to know what the master document was. Super dope. And I dig it. So we've got this little scene here with some mushrooms. And you're like, oh, okay, that's cool. But then as you get closer, she's used a page or pieces of paper from something, and it's consistent all the way across, so it's the same something, but I have no idea, and I'm going to have a lot of fun trying to figure out what that something is. Thank you, Dell. Thank you. That brings us to the last two pieces. Trying to figure out the best way to show this. I'll just use the scissors, I guess. As it turns out, having met Dell when I did was kind of perfect timing, because I am getting to a point now where I am ramping up production as far as pincushion goes for the pins. So I just finished off the Fibonacci series with As Above, So Below. I also have a logo pin in production currently, and a second totally different design in production as well. So I'm producing pins. I have 3 of my digital art pieces now printed on physical media, which is awesome, blotter pages. I've been doing from the very beginning, since this all began, I would say 2022, I think is when I started Pincushion. Everything has been digital through Facebook, which is fine. But then Facebook kind of like started to like really not care about small businesses. The algorithm changed, as you've probably heard a million times, and they're just not pushing our posts out to even the people who are subscribed and a part of the group, like aren't even getting the notifications, never mind pushing it out to new eyeballs and branching out into new markets. God forbid. I need to think of branching out myself. There's only so much I can do. I'm not necessarily willing to pay Facebook to quote unquote boost whatever the hell that means. That's definitely corporate speak for bullshit. Boost my ad. No, I'm not gonna pay for this in that way. Like, there's paid advertising, which makes sense, and then there's just being screwed over and having the wool pulled over one's eyes. The plan is when the weather changes over, spring, summer, I want to try to get myself into some art festivals and or music and art festivals, and do some in-person sales vending. I need physical branding. So the first thing I found out was that they make custom rubber stamps. I've actually been thinking about getting custom rubber stamps so that I have something I can kind of stamp on packages as a thank you or whatever. Just another added little layer or detail with my brand on it. So I got Pincushion as just the text, and then I got the whole Pincushion logo, both as custom rubber stamps. And then I got some outdoor banners, which is what I'm working on right now here. In this big cardboard flat here are some foam cutouts of my logo as well. All right, let's stand up here, see what we're working with. Oh yeah. Oh, these are really, really nice quality. Oh man. All right, so it looks like I think one of these is a misprint. So I got 3, but I believe it's very minor. I'm gonna hold up. Oh, of course I'm upside down. Look at that. That is what I'm talking about. Okay. There we go. Whew, I'm so excited for these. They're so big. Oh man. Yes. All right, so I believe this is the extra one. But look at that. It's bigger than my head, man. So I have another one at that first scale. But then I got a much bigger version. Like, this is straight up outdoor signage like level. It is, again, just on foam core, but super dope. Yeah. And we're gonna be done with this video.